Welcome to another episode of My Camper Build. Now, it's been a while since I've made a video. Life, I guess, gets in the way. However, previously I started practicing with the 135 CIG welder that I purchased brand new, and did some welds, but didn't really work very well. So I watched all the reviews and they all indicated that it was a great welder to do, simple jobs here and there, welding 2mm RHS like that. But unfortunately, after practicing and trying to get the right welds, and didn't work, so they said get some gas. Well, the gas was actually there for so it doesn't splatter. That was fine, so it doesn't matter. It's a better type of welding, so you don't get any little bits and pieces all over the place. Really good. However, it still didn't work, and I did some welds, and let me just show. So here are some of the welds, and they were quite disgusting. Wasn't really penetrating. I don't know if you can see that, but I'll bring it closer. So they were the worst welds that I've ever done in my life. Normally I use an arc welder, and an arc welder is quite good. Don't know why I went a MIG, but we did. So after many practices, I found that it was on the highest level with speed and with voltage. So the speed was at maximum and the voltage was at maximum, and really it was producing, but it wasn't good enough for a 2mm RHS. What do? Well, what do you do is you upgrade to that. Now, I've upgraded to the, I think this is the 185, yeah it is, so it's the Weld Skills 185. It has greater speed, it has greater voltage, which I had a look at the matrix that it has on the inside cover. And with a 0.8mm gasless, with gas is what I'm going to use, it actually says 2mm, and it goes up, so it's less than 2mm, and then it goes up and up. So it's supposed to be better than the 135. So I wouldn't really suggest the 135. I didn't have a really good experience with it. It's not because that I was inexperienced in welding with MIG. It just wouldn't penetrate the way I wanted it to penetrate, so you couldn't really lay the dimes. It was just bubbling, so I tried so many different variations, the speed, the voltage, so on and so forth. Let's move on. But yeah, that wasn't so good. So here we are. I've got everything set up, and I'll give you a bit of a look at what I've got here. So here we have everything laid out. And so here's the door. Everything's been measured and clamped down. It's been waiting there for about, about a month, close to a month, but ready to be welded. So the next step is to basically test this welder, see what type of welds I can get, and hopefully it actually works. So you can see the welder is there. I've set it all up, connected everything, and we're going to start welding. Alright, so I'm going to cut some pieces that I can play with and do some 45 angles and things like that to do a bit of practice. And here's a little bit of a shout out to Fuzzy, always going on about my t-shirts. Where do you get your t-shirts? Making fun of those. Well, there you go. I'm a Marvel fan, so Spider-Man, Iron Man, all that sort of stuff. I like it. Where did I get it? I can't remember, Fuzzy. You're going to have to find out yourself. So, all right, let's cut a few pieces and start. So we'll start with cutting some small pieces. I hope these are some of the offcuts and not, no, that's all right. That's where all my pieces are, all laid out. Lucky. Whoa. Geez, what happened there? That just flew off. I think I've got to slow down the cuts. All right, here it goes. We'll give it a shot, see what happens. Well, it really doesn't work very well when you don't put the negative on it. So, there we go. Let's put our negative on. Silly. All right. Need to sort of put some pressure on this so it doesn't pull it away. So we'll line that up. Give it a shot. Wow. That is one little tack. That looks fantastic. All right. This helmet is really great. I can actually see what I'm doing. Wow. I mean, take a look at that weld. Penetrated, you can see all the lines around it. I'll show you this in a minute. This looks pretty good. It's not bad at all. I'm quite impressed. And that's on the recommended settings as well. I could do better, obviously, but not bad for a first one compared to all these other ones that I tried to weld. I mean, I'll show you the comparison once it's done. I'll give it another shot. So it's important, they say, I've watched a few videos to get that crackling noise and they compare it to frying bacon. That's really funny, but I've never fried bacon. I don't eat pork, but it's got a sizzle, so it's got to have that consistency of that buzzing noise. If it's not consistent, then it's splattering, and you can see, and I'll show you in a minute, like I tried to do some dimes, not really good. I think the first one was a lot better. I'd rather just go swirls. So everyone's going to find their own way of welding, but that is just not bad for a first weld, I would imagine. We'll try another one. That is just fabulous. I can't believe how perfect this machine is. That is, look, you can't even blow a hole. That's the beauty of using a MIG welder. Okay. Wow. All right, I'll show you this weld compared to the welds that I did with the 135. All right, so here is, I'll go to the first weld. This is the first weld that I did. Not bad. And that's the second weld is the one that I tried to do the dimes. Well, you've got to practice on those, I think. But I feel that doing swirls, just going from left to right, that's from left to right, that's actually gone straight in and fused in, and you can see the residue around it, which means that it's actually penetrated. So that's not bad. Not bad at all. And this is what the 135 was producing. Look at this. I just could not get a consistent weld. And if you look at some of the joins that I did, here are some of, oh, have a look at this one. Look at that. Disgusting. This, look at that. So, I would suggest that you do your homework before you consider buying a welder. Let me just pull this up. So you can see here that it's got all the information that you need on how to set it up. Very simple, very simple. Putting that in, which is the core wire, putting it into that, it's fantastic, well built, well made, and the settings that are suggested, there it is, the settings that you suggested by CIG, there it is there, 7.8 and 18, it should be 18 but I couldn't get it to 18, 17.9 voltage, and this is the result. So you can play around with it to get even better results. This is just the first weld with the new welder. So once I get that perfectly done, then I'm going to attack this, and this is the first wall.
Now, a friend of mine said to, when you're welding, go forward. He was right. You actually get a better weld when you move the nozzle here forward. So he was right. I'll try like that, because I was pulling it backwards as I'm used to with the arc welder, but I'm trying his technique. Seems to be working well. It's quite good.
Not bad. Can be better, but we'll see. All right, well, we're nearly done. My welding's getting better and better, but that's okay. It's penetrating. That's what the main thing is. I want it to make sure that it's penetrating. I can see the residues around the welds. Just needs cleaning up. Other than that, should be fine. Some areas need lifting up, like this one.
Alright, so let's go. I don't know, I'm finding going backwards a lot easier. So we'll see. Sometimes a little hard to see where the joins are.
That's going to need a little bit of grinding, but other than that, it's alright. Getting better. Now, the problem is how to flip this over. Oh, that's going to be hard. Alright, stay tuned. This is going to be interesting. What to do? Maybe if I pull it down, lift it up, drop it down, lift up the other side. That should work. We'll give that a shot. I mean, I'm only by myself, so this is going to be difficult. Let's just get all this out of the way. That's heavy. Did a measurement, it's 2 kilos per meter, and so I did measurements of everything and came out to 56. I think it was about 56. I've got it written down somewhere. Okay, it's going to be a bit of an effort. Let's give it a shot. All right, take 3. Oops, this is difficult. It's going to fall over. I think if I push some pressure back. Ah, there we go. Oops, forgot to weld that bit. Oh my God, that is heavy. Now I'm stuck. Whoa. Well, that's great, but how on earth am I going to get this up there? Alright, so I'm thinking I might put it up on this trolley if I can, and then use with some great difficulty. Oh, jeez. Wow. That is damn heavy. That's not going to work. Well, it's just a matter of picking it up and letting it drop, I'm thinking. I don't know how that's going to work, but if I did this and picked it up like that, and maybe. Am I a muscle man or what? What an idea. How easy was that? I guess you just gotta think about these things. Whoops, go back. Now I'm stuck. Hang on. Not bad at all. Worked out better than what I thought. Actually, a lot better than what I expected. All right, so that side's a bit of a worry, but we can fix that. All right. Join everything back. Impressive. Absolutely impressive. I thought I was really going to struggle with that, but things have a way of turning out. Okay, so I've finally welded the other side as well and stood it up. Now we're going to do all the insides from this side and then flip it over and then do the underside, because you can't, well, I suppose you could weld upwards, but I don't think I can do that. So just going to go ahead and weld the inner sides. So we're getting there. We haven't got long to go with this one. Then I'll start to clean it up, and once that's done, I'll start on the next one. Tough job. Well, I think I've sort of got the hang of this a little. Sort of getting used to it. The welds are getting better and better. Although all the welds pretty much have got the white residue around it, which means that penetration is there, all good. Now to strengthen it even more, because once we've grown the outside, I'm thinking it might be a little weak, but when we do all the insides, be tough as nails.
Can't work without knee pads. I can't anyway. Alright, let's start. So this is going to be different from what we did there, hands and knees. Here we go.
All right, we've got some top parts to contend with. This area here is going to be a little difficult. I've got to say that it's good enough. All right, here we go. This top area, this is difficult. Oh, this said making a camper van was easy. You really got to concentrate and try to see what you're doing at the same time. I've got to say, this is not an easy job. I mean, those welds are coming out really good, really good. All right, now that's finished. And the challenge is to flip this upside down. Oh God, that's going to be harsh. All right, well, I'll clear some space and I'll give it a go. We got to lay some dimes. Look at this. The best dimes that I've ever laid. Oh my God, getting that there was a tremendous effort. Absolutely tremendous effort. Oh. People are thinking, why the hell are you doing this? I don't know, it's a whole lot of fun, I guess. Something to do. This pandemic's made everyone mad. So, you know, we don't want to travel outside anymore. So this is good. Once this is finished, I definitely I'm going. I'm gone. Retired, finished. All around the countryside like the Leyland brothers. We'll see.